What's up, YouTube? This is my C++ Minecraft clone. I made it in Raylib. Today's stream will be a bit different. You will quickly see why. So we have endless terrain. We have endless clouds. The clouds are 3D. We have a working inventory. We can pick up items like this. We can pick them up in the inventory. And we have a custom item count. We also have commands. We can go in creative mode. Here we have creative mode inventory. We have F5 mode. We have F5 mode. We have rain. We have rain. We have fluids. These are the fluids. Fluids. This is the lava. And this is the water. Water goes down way faster. Here it spreads around. And the mesh, we've made it pretty similar, like in the original. Here the lava is still going down. And at some point they collide. But they don't have code running when they actually collide. And let's say this is the summary. This time I've told you guys this stream will be a bit different. So this is why this stream will be different. I'm starting 25-minute timer. Chat. I'm locking in, chat. This stream will be different. I'm locking in 25 minutes. And after that, we'll talk. Like, I'll probably respond from time to time, but the priority here will be working on the clone. And so I'll start off with fixing this, chat. I'll start off with fixing this. That's my idea, chat. And I'm locking in. And I want this to have sound. Let's see what actually is the sound. 10-second timer. See what's the sound. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Okay. Okay, let's start this chat. I'm locking in. And I'll miss some messages, but hopefully not too many. Okay, chat. So I've decided I'll continue working on this. So from previous stream, what happened previous stream? In previous stream, we focused on block breaking. We managed to delay the breaking of the block. We managed to loop the hand animation. And we managed to create an overlay over the mesh, no matter what the mesh looks like. No matter if it's the anvil as well. Here. Look at how the overlay perfectly fits the whatever the mesh is, no matter even the block state. So here if we have the repeater, and if we change the block state, like this, chat. When the block state changes, the mesh changes as well. So here, look at this. The overlay continues to be the same, even if the block state is changed. So this was big progress in the previous stream, but it's not finished, and I want to finish it. And that's what we're going to do. And maybe after that, we'll finish the items in the inventory. We'll see. We'll see what we will do from here on out. So this should be simple. We just need here some kind of a texture. And we even have a texture, which should be... Where is the texture? Should be... textures. Block. Here, it should be here. Destroy. Destroy. Destroy stage. Yeah, these ones. You can even look at them in Aspirite. Yeah, this is the first stage. This is when it begins to break. And this is the last stage, when it's almost completely broken. Wait, does here have an alpha? I'm confused. It has an alpha of 1. Why does it have an alpha of 1? Why is it not 0? That's interesting. Okay, chat. So, and while breaking, the mesh stays the same. While breaking, we don't need this to happen. Look at how we're changing the block state while we're breaking it. We need to stop this, but that's not currently a priority. So let's open a notepad. What's the goal? The goal is block breaking animation. And here to do change the overlay texture. This is the goal. I'm not sure why we're not having a texture even now. That's what I am not sure about. Why is it just a simple color? So let's look at the code where we run this. Where did we change the overlay? It should be this block breaking model. And for this model, where do we create it? We create it here. Oh, we are not setting a texture. Yeah, okay. Let's set a texture. This should be the destroy stage of 9. Wait a minute. Is it called like this? No, it's not called like this. Texture here. Destroy stage. Destroy stage. Let's actually keep it to be same name as the other ones, because we don't have these underscores usually. What's up, Frost? So yeah, destroy stage and then the number. Destroy stage and the number. So here this should be destroy stage 9. Destroy stage 9. Okay, let's see what do we get. Oh, maybe this diffuse needs to be something else. Albedo. Let's have it be albedo. Let's test it out. Sure. Start game. And so what do we get here on top? On the top, we don't see anything. On the sides, we just see what we saw before, but cut out. That's weird. Yeah, most likely is the texture UVs. Most likely is the texture UVs. Let's actually open this in render doc. Open this in render doc. Let's launch. Not this. Find the game. The game should be out, build, release. Here, and we'll launch it. And let's make a screenshot while breaking the block. Done. And let's see what do we get. Do we first load the texture? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, here is the... Where is the draw call? Here is the draw call. This is the draw call. What's the wireframe? Wireframe looks to be alright. What's the texture? Texture is perfect. I like the texture. Texture is perfect. Then let's look at the UV coordinates. This is vertex color. We don't want a vertex color. We'll change the vertex color to be the white color. This is vertex position, vertex texture coordinate. This is what we want to change. And it's between two values. Between two values. Not sure what we're going to do about these values. We want them to be, in order to target the entire texture for the block. Here, in order to target the entire texture, we want it to be from 0 to 1. But here it's from 0.7 to 0.3. Like it's 0.7 and 0.3, X and Y coordinate. And then it's 0.7, 0.3 again. It's Very small part of the entire texture. And what's the goal? The goal is to make it to be the entire texture. That's the goal. We could, my idea was to go through all of these texture coordinates manually and to change them. But the problem is we have these numbers, we don't know to what to change them. That's the problem. We don't know how to make them between 0 and 1, because here even this example is the simplest one, where it's just a simple block. It's a simple block, but for complicated shapes like the anvil, it will be even more complex to make it, to change the texture coordinates to be for this one, for this, because before it was the entire texture atlas, which the texture atlas is 1024 by 1024. I'm not sure if we have it in ASPI, right? Yeah, probably not. And right now, when we change it to the block breaking texture, it's 16 by 16. We could make the texture be a looping texture. Yeah, let's actually change, let's do that. No, even if we change that, the region we're targeting is very small. We're probably targeting here, let's say, a very small region. Oh, and here alpha is, let's say 0. And so, and here is this, the background color. And that's why we get the cutout. Okay, we just need to change the texture coordinates. So we have two options. Do we change them after we generate the mesh or while we are generating the mesh? We have two options. I think it's better to do it while generating the mesh. While we're generating. And where would we infiltrate additional code? Where would we do that? Maybe here, block state generate mesh, here to have an extra argument, a boolean, if it's if we need to overwrite, if it's block breaking version. Yeah, here maybe. And this will propagate it to here when we read from JSON file. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, let's make it extremely simple. Let's just add a boolean here. Boolean. Block breaking mesh. And by default is false. By default is false. Oh, there is one issue. We have this everywhere, chat. We have this everywhere. And now everywhere it's a problem. We could find and replace, because we need to somehow tell it that it's going to be for block breaking. Yeah, I can change the title, chat. I can change the title. Block breaking. Block breaking. That's what we're doing. Let me stand up. If we change this function, the problem is we need to change it for all of the ones that have block state. That's the problem. Here, this here is multiple lines, and it takes up a lot of my code. I don't want it to be multiple rows. I don't know why it comes up by default. How are we going to signal for a block that we want it to be, that we want to generate it for block breaking? How are we going to signal that? Because if we just give it as a boolean additional argument for this function, we have to change it for all of the other ones. That's annoying. An alternative would be to have the boolean in the class itself and just to change the boolean itself. That's the alternative. I'm thinking on which option should be more annoying. Let's actually do find and replace. Quick replace. Sure. And here we want to change void generate mesh color faces ambient occlusion. Local block position mesh text const the biome in here and here it should have like this, yeah. And this we replace it with, come on, copy paste. We replace it with the new boolean. We replace it with boolean block breaking mesh equals false, and to replace all of them. Done. It did that do it. Only one place is left here. At one we'll just copy another one. We'll just copy this and paste it here, and we remove this. Done. Okay, so now what's the problem here? Oh, we need to change it in the other place as well. It's a bit of a problem. Here we want block breaking boolean block breaking mesh like this, but we need to replace it for the other functions as well. Let's actually replace it the same way. We'll do find and replace, quick replace will do, and let's copy this, copy this, like this, and paste it here, paste and paste it here, and we just need here boolean block breaking mesh and replace for all. One occurrence replaced. Here, what's the difference? The difference here. Where is it? Ah, here. Oh, the difference is the name. Difference is the name. Yeah, that's the difference. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, now it works. And here, let's remove. Okay, now we should be able to replace at least more of them. Replace all. 16 occurrences. Okay, it got most of them. Got most of them. So here in generate mesh, here we need to remove this. Sure. Is any one of them left? Here. It's for the liquids. Liquid. Oh, we'll have to change it every time we call one of the functions. We'll have to change one other place as well. Yeah, when we call read from JSON file, we'll have to change it. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, probably. Probably shouldn't be that big of a deal. So this is farmland. like this. And here, this is for the wheat. Wait a minute. What's the problem? Wait, generate mesh. Should be just this. What's the problem? Or maybe we have it 2 times. The problem here may not be redeclared outside its class. Also, it has a declaration in its class. It doesn't. The problem here, farmland. Let's just copy it over like this. Is fine now. Wait, just search for this. On tick update. Okay, this generate mesh should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, let's just regenerate the CMake here. Okay, let's test it out. We want to make this compile to start using the boolean so that what are we going to do once this works out? Well, using the boolean, we will just change. Wait a minute. We can automate this without doing all of this. We can just while we're generating the mesh, we could just check the current texture if it's the atlas or not. That's something we could do. Is it possible? Because it will save us a lot of time if we manage to do it while generating the mesh. Should be where? Here. Here is where we generate the mesh. Let me think about it. Somewhere here. Yeah. Not this. This. Here. So here, our goal is to on block breaking to be using this texture. We're using it. The only issue is we're not using the whole texture. In order to use the whole texture, we need to change our regions, which should be where? Where do we set them? Here, the origin. The origin, we want to make it be from 0, 0. But this needs to happen only when we're generating a mesh for block breaking. That's the only time it needs to happen. Maybe we could replace all the parameters with the struct so you don't need to update generate mesh in the future. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, instead of giving all of that, all of those different parameters, to just give one single structure. Yeah, that would be extremely useful. But this is also a good alternative if we manage to make it work. What does this have as a context, chat? Just a mod. What does it do? It just prepares the cube mesh pool. It just prepares the cube mesh pool. Oh, we could. Oh, no. Okay. We can do it way easier. But we need to undo the current changes. Is it just this? Generate mesh. Sure. Yes. I'll undo all of the changes. I just need to be sure we're not losing other progress from yesterday. Yeah, it just seems to be the names of the functions. Okay, it's fine here. And here. Here also looks to be. Yeah, we can undo this. Let's do it. We have a better option, chat. We'll just create a single variable in our singleton here. Static boolean generate generating mesh for block breaking. By default, it will be false. It will be just here. Cube mesh pool, like this. By default, it will be false. This is what we will change when generating the mesh. Yeah. So we need, where do we need to make changes? The layers, game layer. Here, when we generate it, yeah, here we want cube mesh pool, block generating mesh for block breaking to be true. And after we are done here, we'll set it back to false. We'll set it back to false. And so now when we generate a mesh, we should simplify it a lot. This is a good idea. So here, where was it? Here, texture origin. If generating mesh for block breaking. And here else. So by default, this should be false. So we're loading the textures itself. Else, the origin will be 0, 0. It will be 0, 0. Let's just test it like it is. Let's just test it right now. What's up, Okio? What's up? Let's test the chat. Hopefully now it's using the whole texture. We need to look the size. We are changing the starting point. We need to change the ending point as well. How are we going to do that? I think this is, we need to go in lower level. This doesn't happen in the pool. This happens in the template itself. When we add UVs here. Yeah, the size. Oh, 25 minutes are over, bro. Come on, stop. Okay. Chat, you have any questions? I can bring attention to chat now. Any questions, chat? Before we lock in again? You have any questions for me, chat? What OpenGL version are you using? And I'll do 5 minutes at most. 5-minute timer. 5 minutes. Chat, I'm giving you 5 minutes. What OpenGL version are you using with Raylib? OpenGL, Raylib handles the versions. So I'm not sure what exactly they use. We can check it if we look at the source code, but it's not that. I rather go through other questions than we look at through that. If there aren't any questions, we'll check out what OpenGL version Raylib is using. Hello, what's up, Kalyan? Sorry that I'm late. Bro, you don't need to say sorry, man. Don't worry about it, man. Oops, I hit my keyboard. I think the version is based on your computer specs. Can we see progress or is nothing to show yet? What in particular do you want? Because in previous streams, we spent half an hour showcasing the progress and we didn't manage to go through everything. We don't have the time to show everything. You can look at previous streams. You can look in the devlogs on main channel. It's a sorry, I'm so late. Bro, you don't need to be sorry, man. Don't worry about it. Do you store blocks in one-dimensional array or three-dimensional array? I'm using a one-dimensional array, chat. And if I need to get a specific position, I convert it using a formula, which is a simple formula. For from 0 to 10, textures put destroy plus I. Low textures asset path. What's this code for? Could Minecraft sue you for copying the game? They can sue me if I release it for money, especially if I release for money. But I'm not doing that, so for now we are fine. It has been over a year, man. If they could, if they wanted to do it, they would have done it a long time ago. It has been over a year, and Phoenix covered it. He made a popular video on the game like almost a year ago. Like for now we are fine. I think you can pick a specific version, but it probably by default picks the latest your driver supports. That's useful. Being long since I was here, much has improved, I see. Have you ever written compute shaders? Yeah, I wrote compute shaders when I created my 10 million TNT project on my main channel. You can check it out, and the Cherno reviewed it. He said he was going to do a part 2, but there still hasn't been a part 2 where he said he was going to go through the shaders. I mean, the thing you're working on right now. Right now, we're doing block breaking. You can check out the start of the stream. I showcase the current progress. Basically, we have a looping hand animation. And the block doesn't break instantly. It breaks after a second. We have particles when the block breaks, and we have sound when it breaks, and we have an item drop with a shadow below it, and the item drop hovers up and down, and it rotates, and we can pick it up, and it goes to the inventory. As the current, and what we're missing is we don't have the block breaking texture on top of the block as an overlay. That's what we're missing, and currently we are trying to the only thing we're using the texture, the only thing we're missing is the mesh we're rendering. It's not using the entire texture, it's just using a very small region. That's what we're trying to correct. I would like to put my opinion on this. He said that he won't release the project, but if he did, technically they can sue him if he doesn't distribute Mojang assets. Yeah, if we make it free download without Mojang assets, it should be fine. The code is my own. And here we have a summary. Just added static boolean to switch. Texture origin for block break meshes. Still need to fix the UV endpoint. Yeah, that's a good summary. Chat, do you have any questions for me, or do I lock in? Oh, we have 30 seconds. Doesn't matter. Chat, 30 seconds and I lock in. I'll wait. Chat, any questions? Questions, chat? So you use exceptions. I don't use exceptions. I just throw an error and I don't catch it. The game just crashes. Okay, we're locking in. 25-minute timer. Chat, I'm locking in. 25 minutes. We'll see each other in 25 minutes. Okay, chat, let's lock in. So we have the starting coordinate. We just need to update the end coordinate as well. We need to update the end coordinate. We need to change the size. Here we're using the starting point, and the new starting point is 0, 0. So it should be fine. X, Y, UV origin, and then UV. UV, X, Y, Z, UV origin. What's UV origin? What's UV origin? Top UV origin. What's top UV origin? And it's a vector 2, sure. And top UV, sure. X, Y, and it's a vector 4. You should have X, Y, Z, and W. Oh, here is where we have Z and W. But what's UV origin? I know what's the UV. Oh, UV is from the mesh itself, where it's from 0 to 16. It's from 0 to 16, kind of. And here this scale, the scale between 1, okay, scaling. let me think about it. We need to scale it up. We change the starting point to be from 0, 0. We want the end point. It doesn't have to be the end point 1. It doesn't have to be 1. We can make it to be 1. We can make it. We can make it to be 1. Oh, and here we make changes to starting point as well. We can simplify. We can simplify. Oh, I need to sit down. Down. We can try a first naive approach. Let's try a simple approach, chat. Let's try a simple approach. I have an idea for a simple approach. Here we just need one conditional if. We need a one if here. We'll do if cube mesh pool. We'll do if block breaking. If we're generating the block breaking mesh. We need to define these here.
Hi.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it should be fine. I appreciate it. So here, let's define these ones to be zeros. This is for the texture coordinates. And here, if we're generating the block breaking, if we are not generating mesh for block breaking, we use what we used before. Else they will be 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. Let's just leave it like this. And let's see what the result is, chat. But maybe that's a problem because not all of them need to be from 0 to 1. But let's see. Yo! Nice! Yo, even here. Yo. That's pretty good, man. Then the flower. This as well. What about complicated shapes? Creative. Let's see the anvil. Oh! It's not perfect, but like I probably squished somewhere. Yeah. It's squished in some places. But it's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Let's update the thumbnail. Thumbnail. It's pretty good, chat. Thumbnail was in where was it? Yeah. Save. Done. Thumbnail is changed. Okay, we just need to update the textures. It's fine, chat. It's fine. It's fine like this. It's not that big of a deal. We don't need to make it perfect. In Minecraft, it's different for sure. It's different in Minecraft, but it's fine. And we'll fix this as well. Okay, I even have an idea how to fix the anvil. But let's commit this. We don't even need one specific part here. We don't need this. We don't need this. This is fine. This is fine. So what now? What was to do? Change overlay texture. This is done. This is done. And let's commit this. Commit it. Commit. Push. Okay, so now let me change the anvil. Let me fix up the anvil. The anvil, we'll just do one simple change in blocks. Anvil. We'll do here. Maybe like just like the no, not redstone torch, maybe. Torch. It doesn't have it here as well. Like it should be a variable see-through. What's the variable? Okay, let's just copy portal. Portal. Nether portal. See-through. No, no, see-through. Let's have it be anvil. See-through. See if this fixes the culling. Creative. Okay, bro, finally bro, the change was a one-liner and I left it like that for forever. Bro, finally we fixed the culling issue. Bro, a one-liner. Okay, we can make a different thumbnail. And let's even zoom in. Like this. Let's change the thumbnail. Be a better one. Done. Okay. Okay, so now let's go through all the textures. We just need to update the texture. We just need to update the texture. Yeah, let's update the texture. Update the texture. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let's save this. This is for the anvil. Fix anvil. Culling. Done. Okay, so what now? Now I want to loop through the textures. That's what I want. Yeah, we just need to change the texture. That's it. We just need to change the texture of the model. Let's start it from 0. We'll start it from the first one. Where will we do the change? Where are we going to do it? I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure actually. Not sure where are we going to update the texture? What options do we have? This is when we timer running. Yeah, timer is running. This is when we press the left mouse button. It's not. It doesn't. It shouldn't be here. This is when we. This is when we are releasing the left mouse button. This is if block breaking timer runs out. This is when it runs out. So we need to create a separate place for it. We can do if we're breaking a block and the time is less than 1. It's less than 1. It's less than 1, and here we do we want to update the texture. So here, how are we going to decide on the texture? We'll do text format destroy texture, and here we have an integer, I think. Here we have an integer, and here integer texture ID. Here this is texture ID, but we need to decide on a texture ID. How many textures do we have? We have 10. And so the current time minus the limit. Let's do here const static int block breaking time limit seconds to be 1. Block breaking time limit seconds, and here the same block breaking time limit seconds. And so now here, and we have 10 textures. So here we do to get how much time has passed, and to divide it by the total time, and the result divided by how many textures we have. Let's do something like that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this here, and this we divide by block breaking time limit, and then this let's just divide it by 10. Divide by 10, maybe. This needs to be a float. This needs to be a float. And let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. See what happens. What happened? Texture ID. Oh, material is null pointer. Okay, okay. This should be if is model valid, maybe. If model is valid, test it out. But it doesn't change it, chat. It doesn't change it. Why is it colored? We can remove the coloring, but that's not important. We can remove the coloring. Okay, let's actually change it. Why is it not changing? This should return float. We divide by this, which is 1. It leaves it out. It's fine. Oh, here. The 10 needs to be a float. And maybe to floor it. Maybe to floor it. Maybe to floor it. Let's see what do we get. What's the issue? Let's do float difference. Time breaking. Like this. Sure. And here we do time breaking. We divide this. This is a float. And we divide the result by 10. Wait, is it 10? Because it's an where the number is between 0 and 1. And so like dividing 0.5 by 10, oh, it's just always 0. Okay, so I'm just dumb. Just dumb. It's between 0 and 1. It's between 0 and 1. It's between 0 and 1. The time 0 and 1. Let's just multiply it by 10. Multiply by 10 and we floor it. Yo, that's pretty cool, man. But why did it break? Why did it break? Why did it break? Oh, here. Here. Maybe the result is... Maybe, what was the result? Here, if texture ID is greater and equal than 0 and texture ID is less than 10. And, okay, now it should work. And I don't want any coloring. Oh, that should be simple. Where is it? In the template. When we add colors. When we add colors, where is it? Where is it? Color here. We want current color. Color. This is ambient occlusion. We want ambient occlusion. We don't want color overlay, I think. Color. Let's have two variants. Let's do if cube mesh pool block generating this. So here we'll have like this, else. So by default, everything like usual. Else, if we are generating the block breaking, I don't want color overlay. I don't want color overlay. Let's test it out. Oh, to multiply by 9. Yeah, that's a good idea. We still have the colors. We still have colors. Oh, we can do it in a different place. We can do it in a different place. We can do it in mesh pool, I think. Where do we handle the tint? Where do we handle the tint? tint. Yeah, it should be this. Should be this. Hue mesh pool data. Okay, if it has a tint index, we're using this. We can just we can just reset the tint index. Or just to remove this part here, if we're generating, if we're generating mesh for block breaking. Okay, if we are not generating, we'll do this. We can even just have it here and like this. Done. And we need to paste it here. 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 Okay, now it shouldn't have coloring. But let's see. Let's see. Okay, now it doesn't have coloring. Finally, man. Took so much time. And I think it needs to win. Is it like this in Minecraft? I think in Minecraft is different. In Minecraft should be different. I think we need to see through it. We need to see through it, chat. Let me check out the anvil. In Minecraft, I think it's more with. Oh yeah, in Minecraft is. Oh, okay. Like it has an alpha. You can see through it. In Minecraft, is different. Yeah, it's different. But it's interesting that it's working even for this shape. It's stretched out. We can remove the stretching. We can remove it. We can figure out something for that. But it's not a priority. Okay, we need to change the shape of this. Need to change the shape of this. Like it needs to blend in. We need it to blend in. But let's save the progress. Where is it? Let's save. How do we call it? Block breaking texture animates. But let's make it multiply by 10. Have it multiply by 10. Let's test it out. Should be like before. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so now let's commit it. Push. Block breaking texture animates. But we need it. We need to combine it with the. We needed to make it see-through. We want it to be see-through. How are we going to do that? Let me see here when we draw it. Where? Oh, let's draw it when we have color blend. When we enable color blend. Let's test out what we get with color blending. Still the same. Let me think about it. What's the colors, chat? We can change the alpha of it, but before we play around with the alpha, let me look at here. What's the alpha of this? Oh, alpha is maximum. Alpha is maximum. We need to manually change the alpha. We need to manually change it. We need to manually change it. Let's change it here maybe. If cube mesh pool block breaking, else by default no alpha, else let's do 0.f.8. See if this works out. We'll see if it works out. It has an alpha, but not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. For sure. Wait, I don't even think it has alpha. I don't think it even has alpha. In Minecraft is very different. It's just no. Oh, okay. They use the blending of colors. For sure, they use blending of colors. They use blending of colors. We just need to figure out what exactly. Here we want, yeah, color blend. We have color blend, but we want really color blend. Look at the cheat sheet. Timer is over. Why didn't we hear? Oh, it was mute, brother. It was just mute. Okay, 5-minute timer. 5-minute timer. Chat, I'm all yours. Let's talk. We have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes, chat. Let me catch up. Add fail safe, multiply by 9. We already did that. Because texture make transparency on 0.5. No, we'll use color blending. We'll be using color blending. On Bedrock, it's a shadow. On Java, it's a highlight. What do you mean by leaf culling? Thank you. Technically, leaf culling works, but the leaves are not transparent like vanilla Minecraft leaves fast, because else when you look through the leaves, the ground also culls. You might need to change the alpha. Fix the destroy. Okay, summary needs to be darker. If we change the color overlay system, it will fix it up. So that VS Code, Visual Studio are same thing. No, they're completely different. Hello. First time on your stream. What's up? What's up? Add multiplayer, add modding, open source it. To open source it, let me think about it. Why would I need to open source it? What's the plan? I'm not looking for help with the code, because the goal is for me to learn. and I'm not going to put it in a CV. So like, why would I need that open source? Chat, ask me anything. We have 2 minutes, chat. You can ask me anything in these 2 minutes. So currently what we're doing, we're adding block breaking. The hand, when breaking a block, it no longer breaks instantly. It breaks after a second. The right hand has a loop animation, and we have a texture overlay for when we're blocking, for when we're breaking the block, and it even works for complicated shapes like the anvil. The only issue right now is a slight issue, the color of it. We need to play around with the color blending to make it look just like Minecraft, because currently it doesn't look like Minecraft. They seem to be using and blending. Yeah, we'll do blending. We need to play around. It's just like in Aspirite, chat. Just like in Aspirite, let's say we have 2 layers. Layer, new layer here. And let's say on the layer below, let's say here we have some kind of a texture. Let's say we have the grass texture. And let's paste it in. Paste it in. This needs to be color mode. Yeah, it's RGB. It's a bit weird. Is it? Oh, here needs to be RGB as well. Oh, it's RGB. No, here it needs to be RGB. Right? Color mode RGB. So now we paste. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is exactly how it is in my Minecraft clone. And so in order to change it, we'll just have here mode. Instead of being normal, we'll play around with the modes like darken, multiply. Problem has occurred. Bro, did it crash? Color burn. Cannot modify the sprite. Used by another command. Multiply. Okay, maybe multiply. Okay, our time is over. I use the power time chat. We can play around with multiply, color burn, lighten, darken, screen, color dodge. Oh, color dodge is interesting. Addition, overlay, overlay. Oh, probably overlay. Overlay mode. Soft light, hard light. Oh, no, not hard light. Difference. Subtract, divide. Yeah, I'm thinking either darken. No. What was it? No, not multiply. Overlay is the best one. Yeah, probably overlay is the best one. So something like that we will be doing in the code. Something like that. I mean, it would be cool to open source it, just to open source it at the end, and it's your choice. Yeah, it will be cool for viewers. Does Minecraft clone have state machine for different gameplay states? It doesn't have a state machine. We just need to figure out what operator it is. Control Z between changes, you can't apply two effects at once. Look size is overlay, overlay best. Block breaking animation, overlay. Blend mode they use is source plus destination. That's what overlays. We'll see. Chat. Okay, we're locking in 25 minutes. And we have a notification to get notified. Okay, so let's look at we're doing the block breaking texture. We want it to be like this, overlay mode. Currently it's normal mode where it doesn't look okay. In order to change the mode, we need to play around with blending of colors. The goal is to have this overlay. The goal is to have this overlay effect. That's the goal. So let's look up raylib cheat sheet. Blend, begin blend mode and blend mode. Alpha, additive, multiply, subtract, custom. Okay, we can do begin blend mode. Begin blend mode and blend mode. What does end blend mode do? End blend mode, what does it do? I want to be sure what does it do, because if it stops the color blending, that's a problem. Set blend mode, we blend alpha. It should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, blend and then the name. That's what we need to do. So here we do blend and then the name, additive. Let's try additive. See what do we get. Let's do additive. This is additive, chat. We don't like it. We don't like it. Let's see what else. Add colors. Let's look at add colors. It's still the same when we do add colors. Let's change it. What else? Add colors alpha. Let's do alpha. Oh, by default, I think it's alpha. So it shouldn't be that. I think that's the default. Yeah, we don't care about this. What else do we have? Alpha pre-multiply, custom separate, multiplied, subtract colors. We need our own version. We need custom, chat. We need custom blending. No, we're not going to do a shader. We will do it with color blending here. Color alpha blend. Let's do color alpha blend. Oh wait, was it? Oh, this is for this. No, this is different. This is different. This is different. Here in our options, when we begin blend mode, here we have custom. Let's search up examples for custom. Let's see examples for custom. Here, set blend factors. This is what we want. But where? In game layer. Here, custom blend factors. Let's try it like this. Try it like this. And see what do we get. No. No. Okay. So we need to change these factors. This is source and destination. In equation, this is function at. We have 1 minus destination and 1 minus source color. 1 minus destination. What's this? Source factor, destination factor. Set blending mode. Okay, let's open up OpenGL blending. And I think there should the blending mode should be here. You need multiply then screen. But that's different, chat. In color blending, you don't have easy values like multiply, like screen. You have a formula like this one, where the result color is the color source multiplied by f, was f, the factor value, source factor value, plus the destination color and the destination factor value. Yeah, this is the colors and the factor values. And here is 0.6 and here 1 minus 0.6. Okay, sure. And here we can change factor values. Source factor and destination factor we can change. We can make one of it to be 0. If we make the source to be factor of 0 and the destination to be factor of 1, we will not be seeing the overlay. That's the simplest way to put it. That's the simplest way to put it. But here we have many options. Factor is equal to the source color vector. Factor is equal 1 minus the source color vector. Here, source alpha and 1 minus source alpha. Sure. Is it possible to set different options for the RGB and alpha channel individually? Oh, here it adds source and destination. We can subtract source and destination. We can reverse the subtraction. We can take the minimum. We can take the maximum. Okay, let's look at overlay effect. How do they do the overlay effect? Calculation. Sprite. Where is the overlay? Overlay. Sprite overlay effect. Layer overlay. Blend mode to overlay. Layers. Overlay. Blend mode. Sprite blend mode. Wikipedia. Blend mode. Yeah. Normal. Dissolve. Multiply screen. Overlay. Oh, this is it. Combines multiplying screen blend modes, where the base layer is light, top layer becomes lighter, where the if the base is dark, top becomes darker. The base is mid-gray, top is unaffected. So if alpha, what's A, chat? What's A? And what's B? What's A and what's B? What's A and what's B? A is the value of alpha color channel in the underlying layer, and B is the corresponding channel of the upper layer. Okay, so let's say A is the source, B is the... no, let's say A is the destination and B is the source. Sure. So, notepad, let's say A is the destination alpha. Let's say B is the source alpha, which should be the break texture. So if the destination alpha is less than... bro, destination alpha is almost always 1. Okay, let's just get this formula. 1 minus 2 times this. Yeah, we don't care about if the alpha is less than 0.5. A is the grass texture and B is the breaking texture that's applied on top. Okay, yeah, this is the grass texture. This is grass texture. This is the grass. A is the grass texture. B is the breaking textures applied on top. Yeah, like same thing. If it was the opposite, if A was the block breaking texture, no, it's still the same. No, okay, so it's fine. We don't need this first variant. We don't care about the first variant. We want the second one. We want the result to be 1 minus this. But currently we have, these are our options. Chat. We can do A plus B, we can do A minus B, we can do, wait, source destination. It's the opposite. We can do B is source. We can do B plus A, we can do B minus A. We can do A minus B. We can do minimum. Source is B. Destination is A. So we can do minimum AB, and we can do maximum AB. These are the operations that are allowed. We want for overlay. We want 1 minus 2 times 1 minus A multiplied by 1 minus B. And these are our operations. That's a bit of a problem. We don't care about if alpha is less than 0.5. We don't care about that. We don't care. We don't need it. The grass texture, etc., everything will be... Actually, no, if alpha is less than this, no, we have other logic we can execute if alpha is less than something, but it's fine. We don't care about it. Overlay. Oh, this is overlay. What are our options here? Yeah, here, this is the source alpha. This is 1 minus source alpha. And here the how much time do we have? 10 minutes. Yeah, this is source alpha. This is 1 minus source alpha. And this is the source. The source and destination. The destination is the grass block. This is the grass block. So if this is the default. So let's say we have something that's 0.6 transparency. Let's say we have a glass that's 0.6 transparent. The resulting color will be 0.6 of the glass which here it has an alpha of 0.6. Plus, it will be 0.4 of the grass texture. This is the default. We want more complicated variant. Do we have alternatives? Here, factors. Yeah. We have options to change just these factors. Oh, we're but here this formula is different. This is for changing this changes the color. The other thing was the resulting alpha, I think. Probably. Was it? Let's see. Normal blend mode. Results multiply merge into the bottom layer using simple alpha, making the actual formula. We don't care about. This Wikipedia page is not that useful. Multiply screen. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can see open geocolor blending. Let's see other options for open geocolor blending. We may see, we don't need to make it ourselves. We may find a better starting point. Yeah, this is function add, subtract. Yeah. Blending parameters. Source RGB, destination RGB, source alpha, destination alpha. What's this? There are four possible blending parameters. Yeah, but what's this parameter? Source RGB. Blending color. We may just skip a chat and focus on something we can actually fix. We don't need to waste time on this. We don't need to waste time on this. Actually, I think there was an image. Before we switch to something else, let's look up Open Geocolor Blend. There was an image. Yeah, this one. This image is extremely helpful. Open in new tab. Sure. Sure. This is destination and the source is this overlay. If the source, if we remove the destination and the source is 0, or if it's 1, we'll just get the source. If it's the destination color, oh, it's like a mask. That's interesting. 1 minus destination color, it inverts the destination. If it's the source alpha, we probably just have the source alpha, and 1 minus source alpha inverted. We want, this is source color. Source color. We want to see both of them. We want the destination to be of 1. We don't want to be affecting the destination. Or no, we could. We don't want the inverting. This here, we'll ignore it. Okay, I have an idea. We can easily decide. Yeah, this will be of help. Scalidraw.com. Like this. Okay, we don't want this. We don't want this where it inverts it. Here we just the destination here is removed, which is the grass block. We don't want it removed. And here the destination colors are inverted. We don't want them to be inverted. Okay, it leaves out these ones. Here, we don't want this. This doesn't, and we don't want this. And we don't want this because this one probably just like, it's like a brightening effect. We don't care about that. Here, this is a bit darker. We don't care about that. We don't want to change the destination. Destination should stay the same. And here we don't want this. So one of these variants, yeah, we can just go through them. This where source is 0, we don't want this. When source is 0, if it's 1, we don't want it to be 1. We don't want it to be 1. We have 3 variants we can play around with. We don't want it to be this. We have 2 variants to play around with. Okay, so the destination will be this, and the source will be either source alpha or 1 minus source alpha. Most likely, no, it's actually not even this. It's not even this because the alpha is always 1. We don't have a fancy alpha. It's not this. And this is the simple variant. This is if we do, where was it? This is if we do here the simple variant, this function, this blend function where we just change the factors. Just changing these factors to the colors, this is not enough. We need something more complicated. We need, where was it? We need this variant where it has 4 functions. The GL blend function separate. We need this. Specifies how the red, green, blue, and alpha source blending factors are computed. Destination, how the alpha source blending factor is computed. Initially set to 1. We could actually, the alternative is to open it through RenderDoc and to see what they use. Yeah, that would be faster. Just open it up through RenderDoc. Let me check it out. Where is it? Okay, let's launch it. And we need to start 121.4. Now we wait. We will, this is the current strategy. We will start breaking a block here. We'll make a screenshot and we'll look at the blending function Minecraft uses. Any moment. RenderDoc is cool because it can also give you how much time a draw call takes. I saw this from Cake's stream when he was optimizing his web game. Let's make a screenshot. And let's check it out. Check it out. Yeah, here it is. And so now, disable blend. Yeah, I think this is the function. I think this is the function. And they disable the depth test even. Oh, they enable blend. They first disable it and then they enable it. Enable blend is the destination color, source color. Okay, we ran out of time. Okay, chat. I'm all yours, chat. 5 minutes. Ask me whatever you want, chat. Do you use Vulkan or DirectX? Neither one of them. I use OpenGL. I love RenderDoc. I used it to debug a random Steam game I was playing. Not every Steam game you can debug. I think you can debug Terraria, but not with RenderDoc. You need a different program, but I forgot what it was called. And you can debug Stardew Valley again with a different program because they run in DirectX. When it's OpenGL, you can use RenderDoc easily. I used it to check for overdraw and improper culling. There was a lot of that. When you hit the block, I can see the edge of your hand. That's the only thing I would say. Edge of my hand. Yeah, we can change the animation. It's not that big of a deal. We would need to play around with parameters, but it's not that big of a priority. The developer of said game is cool. The game doesn't even have any kind of piracy check, so things like debugging, etc. was fully open. If I make a game, it should be the same as well. Like everybody to be able to play around with it. Change the hand location. You mean when animating? The default location should be pretty good. Anything else, chat? Swing of the arm shows its top. Yeah, the animation is pretty bad, but that's the best I could do. And if we would need to spend half an hour to fix it, and it's not a guarantee that we'll fix it. It's not a guarantee that we would make it better. So we'll leave it as it is, and we'll just spend our time on other stuff. I cannot add music since it's copyrighted, no matter which music I pick. Make a game icon for Task Manager. That's a good idea. Notepad. Game icon. Game icon. What will you do after finishing the clone? Once we are done with the clone, we'll do a polishing stream where we improve it in terms of performance, in terms of game-breaking bugs. We'll polish it. We'll send it to YouTubers to check out, maybe make a video. And then I'll reuse the engine and make a voxel game. I'll remove the Minecraft stuff and we'll brainstorm a game online. And we'll publish it on Steam. We'll publish it to Steam, and we'll make a different clone probably. After Minecraft, we'll do a different clone. We'll do after Minecraft, it can be any game. Like, okay, I'll not tell you which one. I'm thinking of a game, but I'll not tell you guys. And we'll do the same strategy. That's the initial plan. We'll see. The plan is to once again clone a different popular game, to polish, and then again to use the engine for my own game. And we can even combine different genres because we'll have forever the voxel game. Steam part might be a problem. Why would Steam be a problem when I remove the Minecraft stuff? Like, why would it be a problem? Like, I'm not going to publish the game itself, chat. If we remove the assets, etc., and we build the game on top of the base, and it's a pretty good base, we're fine, chat. Don't worry about it. Like, Hytale is a voxel game. And it's fine. We just need to make an original game. That's the difficult part. It's difficult to make an original game, especially when it's a voxel game, because everybody will say that's just Minecraft. But this will be after we finish with the clone. Problem with voxel-based games is that everyone thinks they're just Minecraft clones. There is one game Well, there is one game that's different. But I forgot the name of it. Play the game, be the game. What are your computing machinery specifications? How are you going to pay the Steam fee? Bro, I'm not, bro. I'll have saved up until then. I'll just pay it on my own. Don't worry about it. I'll find $100. I'll save up. It will be a while from now. It will be a while from now. Like, let's say in, I don't know how much time from now, but let's say 6 months from now. For 6 months, I should be able to save up that amount. It's not a fee. Yeah. They'll give it back if you earn, if the game earns money, they'll give it back. Okay, chat. Let's lock in. Let's lock in, chat. We're starting 25 minutes, and I'll see you guys after 25 minutes. So we are trying to do block breaking. We currently have the texture working. The problem is the texture overlay doesn't look like in Minecraft, but we have here a hint on how to do it. We just need to call up this function with destination, source, GL lines, GL none. Let's check it out. I'm fine with using this. From using it as a hint, not that big of a deal. And what now? Let's see, where do we have here? GL blend function separate. Custom separate. Interesting. Is it just here? It's just here. And where do we set blend factor this? Set blend factor separate. Okay. And here we want custom separate. And here we want to be destination color. We want it to be, what do they use here? What do they use here, chat? What do they use? Oh, it's just RL destination color, then RL source color, and then RL lines, and then RL none. RL destination color. RL none. They don't have none. Let me see. Do they have GL none? They don't. RL none. What? Chat. Here, let's do GL none. What's this? A 0. Okay. We'll just put a 0. Zero. Does it need more? What's this for? Let me look up here. GL blend function separate. What does it need? Arguments. Yeah, it's just the factor RGB and factor alpha. So RGB alpha, and what's this? Equation RGB, an equation alpha. There should be what, chat? What should they be? Functionat. Functionat. Yeah, I'm looking here the example. It's functionat. Gel RL functionat. Done. Let's test it out. Let's see the results. Done. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, and creative. Let's check out the anvil. The anvil as well. The anvil. And the anvil. It's not perfect, but for now it's fine. Why does the top look more transparent? Because of the... oh, it's because of the ambient occlusion. Because of the ambient occlusion. We could ignore it. So we could do... template, color. We can do if cube mesh pool by default we will use it, else we will ignore the ambient occlusion. We don't want the ambient occlusion, and now it should be proper. Is it? Maybe. Not sure. Oh, I know why. I know why. Let's even remove color overlay. Even remove that. Is the fake lighting where top and bottom is the brightest and the side is different. We even need to change some other place as well. In the pool. Let's just have color be top color. Where is the ambient light stuff? Fake lights. Here it sets these stuffs. And in the pool we do... where do we set color? Here, but this is for tint. Okay, let's just have it be white. But what about the texture stuff? Let's have it be 111. Should do it. And we need to decide from here on out what to focus on. Yeah, now it's the same. Now it should be the same. Is it? I don't know. It's fine. We'll leave it like this. Doesn't matter, chat. Let's. What did we do? We don't need this. And here. Block breaking animation. To do. We did. What did we do? We did accurate color blending of block breaking texture, and this is done. Let's save this, and I'm going to save it. Where's the GitHub desktop, man? Here. Push. Okay, we achieved this goal. We achieved the block breaking animation. So what now? What now, chat? When we place a block, when we right click, we want on release of right click on release to stop this animation. Or to play it only once. Damn it. We want a way to say if we're looping the animation or not. How are we going to do that? Yeah, when we set the animation, we want a way to say if it's looping or not. Yeah, start time. I'm not sure, chat. In order to have it be looping, yeah, here is where we no, it's not here. Where do we handle the animation? Left click, start attack animation, here. Here is where we do it. And before we had a limit to not go over 2 times pi. This had a limit of only using it once. We want, the problem currently is when we place a block, it loops it infinitely. We want the animation to stop, to not be looping. So we need a boolean. Let's just create a boolean, not that big of a deal. Boolean loop attack animation equals false. Yeah. I'm not sure. This should be abstracted away. It's very bad to be like this. This should be abstracted away. But I'm doing it temporarily. Boolean should play attack animation equals if this is very wrong, man. This is extremely wrong. If we want it to be looping, we'll have it be this equals this, and here we do should play attack animation, and by default looping is false by default. So when we start the animation, left mouse left, mouse roller, mouse button. Mouse button. When we press the left mouse button, where do we start animation? Attack. Here is where we do it. Attack, loop, attack animation, true. And right, when we right click, this should be false. When we right click. This is when we drop an item. This is when we drop an item, it should be false again. And here, when we drop an item again, should be false, to not be looping. Okay, so now the animation should loop only when we're hitting a block. Only when we're hitting a block. Okay, chat. So if we place a block, it plays the animation once. Perfect. And if we hold left click, it's a looping animation when we hold left click. Okay, and if we drop an item, oh, it's fine now. Oh, it's fine. It doesn't work all the time. It's fine. Okay, so done. Do not loop animation on block placement and item throw. Let's save this. Save this. Okay, so what now, chat? What now? We're doing survival. Oh, when we place a block to decrease the count, because the count is infinite now. The count is infinite. We want to decrease the count. Let's do that. Let's decrease the count. This is when we right click. Here, what do? We let me think about it. ID to spawn. Sure. This is block interaction. Else. ID to spawn. Here, block placement. This is where we place it. We want, this is from before. This is when we place a block. We want to decrease the items we have. Here, UI layer. Let's even have a function. Have a function in the UI layer. It will be void. No, it's fine. We don't need a function. Here, the item, for the item we want the count minus minus. And if, let's just leave it like this, chat. Let's just decrease the count. Oh, what did we change? Yeah, block placement. Let's see. It decreased it to 0, -1, -2, brother. We want it to disappear. -16, -17, -19. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. If the current count is 0, if it's less than or equal than 0, we want what? We want ID to be invalid. That's what we want. Okay, done. And we cannot place anymore. Done. Very nice. Okay, we have 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Perfect. And when we get them back, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And we can drop them out. Done. Okay. Bro, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's save this. Decrease item count on placement. Save the code. So what should be priority now? Some blocks to instantly break. And when we destroy a block, to update surroundings. For example, here to make an update. That's one thing we could do. What else could we do? Yeah, we can focus on crafting to be able to have crafting. Custom block breaking speed, durability. Or in what? Okay, we had as a goal block breaking. We had it as a goal. We finally have it. Why is this a value? Why is it a value? Well, we could have tools. We could start adding tools and to be able to use them and to have crafting. Yeah, maybe crafting. And here to be able to use this crafting. Yeah, I think that's a priority. And once we can craft the tools, then to fix their position. I think that's a priority. Yeah, and let's ignore the block breaking speed. It's fine. We don't need it to be different as of now. Priority is crafting. Priority is crafting. Yeah, let's do crafting. In order to have crafting, we need access to these fields. And we need to, with right click, place items. Okay, we have a new, how much time do we have? We have 1 hour. Let me think about it. Yeah, when we right click to have items. We have 1 hour. We have 1 hour. If we If we decide this crafting to be able to do it, can we do it in 1 hour? Can we do it, chat? Can we do it? Can we do it? YOLO, man, YOLO. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, let's here. Let's change this, chat. Let's change this here, like this. We remove this. We'll remove this. The new goal is crafting in inventory. This is the new goal. Crafting in inventory. We want right click item placement. Placement. We want to be able to place items in inventory crafting, and we want oh, timer. Okay, 5 minutes, chat. 5 minutes. Okay, chat, I'm yours. Ask me anything, chat. Yeah, I saw this guy. Should I ban him? Look at this, chat. Ban. Okay, well, okay, we can ban him, so it's not YouTube. Will you add world types such as super flat, amplified, floating islands? Why would we, if we do it, we'll just go back in the regular world and we'll implement other features. This will add nothing to our life. Why should we prioritize it? Whenever you want to ask me if I'm going to do something, just ask yourself, will it be a priority for me? And this doesn't look like as a priority right now. Do blocks have normal phase-based lighting? They have normal coordinates. So we can actually have lighting. We can have lighting. Yeah, we can have lighting using the block normals, but we're not doing it as of now. As of now, we are not doing it, but it's possible. How did someone even get that to craft a certain item to be placed? Wood planks. Will you add custom skins? Why would we need custom skin? Add a villager. First we need villages. Do you plan in future to deviate from Minecraft? Make this a unique game? Yeah, we'll make it into a unique game, chat, and we'll publish it to Steam. But this is in long future, not right now. We are a long time away from it. To create an original game, it takes a lot of time. Villagers are too complex. When will you add tools? Right now. We already have tools. We can easily... Like we have the sword. We have support for pixel art into a 3D mesh. So we can easily add any kinds of tools we want. Wooden planks. Yeah, we can do wooden planks. Did not even add saving in world system, and they're already asking for custom world. Are you going to try and make biomes like a few? We have snow and desert, but I have disabled them. What got you to learn C++? The hate of garbage collectors. Why are you the goat? Because you guys are here. I think first we need animals. We have animals. 10 years. Is this for how much time it will take me to make an original game? Is that what you mean, 10 years? How about day-night cycle? We don't have time for that. You should fix the camera for items. We'll do it when we are able to craft items. That's when we will do it. When we're able to craft a pickaxe or a sword, that's when we'll do it. Maybe next game to clone can be Balloons Tower Defense 6. I'm not a fan of 2D games. I prefer 3D games. Will the source movement stay? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But if I make my own game, we'll add it in. Because here we want it to be one-to-one as Minecraft. I cannot have my own features. We're limited to one-to-one Minecraft clone. When will you add experience? When we have natural mob spawning and despawning. Will the downloadable version be released later? There isn't one. What did you say about day and night? I had an ad pop-up. I'm sorry about that. We don't have time for that. Do you have sprinting in the game? We don't have sprinting. What part of this project is not? Oh, that's funny, man. Really? Side mode is very funny, man. Will you be able to play Doom inside your game? Is the world generation randomized? It's randomized, but the seed is the same every time. We just need to change the seed. Chat, 10 seconds. 9. Any last questions before we lock in? No redstone, but only bluestone. Why are you opening Python editor? Okay, chat, let's lock in. Let's log in. 25 minutes. Let's do this, chat. Let's do this. Here, as a to-do, planks, crafting recipe. Crafting recipe. Chat, I'm loving the 25 minutes lock-in timer. I love this, man. This is the best idea I've had. Like, we'll keep doing this no matter what happens. I love this, chat. I love being able to focus for 25 minutes. The game changer. Look at how much progress we had when I decreased my yapping. Okay, chat. So we want to be able to right-click placement so that we can, when we have a stack of oaks, to be able to place them in the crafting. We need to be able to place items in the inventory crafting, and we need a recipe for crafting planks, wooden planks. That's what we need. That's what we need. We have 3 simple to-dos. 3 simple to-dos, chat. Okay, so when we're holding an item, I want to right-click. I want to right-click and place it. That's what we want, chat. Bro, I love this block breaking animation. And I love that it works for custom meshes. Very cool, chat. Very cool. Okay. Lock in. Lock in, lock in, lock in. No yapping. No yapping a lot. Oh, let's change the title. Let's change the title. Inventory crafting. Done. Inventory crafting. Okay, chat. Inventory crafting. How are we going to approach? Yeah, okay. So when we right click to be able to place an item. I want to be able to place an item when we right click. Where will this code be? In the UI layer, I think. In the UI layer, we have what? The UI layer. We should have a left click. Think about it. UI layer. On update. Left. Mouse button left. Here, if we're in survival inventory left clicked. Okay, sure. And survival inventory is just GUI. It's just on GUI. But it has as a parent, it has a grid and it has the item slot. GUI. Oh, we don't have on right click. We don't have on right click function. That's a bit of a bummer. We need to have this as an option. So where are we going to put it? In the GUI. GUI. No, this is the grid. GUI. Left. We need right click. We have left click. We need right click. Left click. Over. On left click. We want on right click. We want on right click. We want left clicked. We want right clicked. And here on right click. And here for the children, right click. Done. And now the UI layer. Let me think about it. Survival inventory. Here, survival, we want right clicked. We want right clicked. And for the item slot, we want item slot GUI, we want on left click, we want on right click. It's implemented, and this is on left click. So what are we going to do for on right click? On right click, what are we going to do, chat? So we have a couple of options here. So we need to see what we're holding with the mouse. That's one thing. We need to see what we're holding with the mouse. And when we right click to place it, when we right click to place it and to lower the amount in the mouse. If we currently have the same item type, we want to increase it and decrease the item we're holding, or if it's a different type, we just need to swap them, just like when we left click. Just like when we left click. Okay, so we need, what will be the logic? What if here we have an item? Oh, if we don't have an item, we need to split it. Let's first do that, to split it. Let's first do the split. If we're not holding an item. So if we are not holding an item, if this is invalid ID, if we're not holding an item, we need to check the current item. Current item slot ID. We need to check it. And if item slot ID, if item slot ID is not invalid, so if there is an item there, we want to split it. What if it's a single item? Oh, we just pick it up. We just pick it up. Okay. Sure. Think, Mark, think. I want a helper function. Helper. Item swap. Swap items. Static void swap. I want swap. It doesn't need to be static. And here I want item slot order. I want to be able to swap them. easily here. Like this. And we create a temporary to be in this temporary. And the ID will be the other ID. Will be the other ID. And the other ID will be the temporary. Done. This is how we will swap them. Stand up. Sure. And now here we'll do a swap. We'll do a swap here. So, so here we'll do item slot swap to swap it with world get mouse item hold and dereference it. Done. We're swapping them. And on right click here. Here we have two options, chat. We have two options. We want when we're right clicking and not holding anything, we have two options, either to pick it up or to divide them by two. And what if it's uneven? If it's uneven, we get more of them in our item hold. Yeah, it will break the creative inventory. We'll fix it later. Not that big of a deal. But you're a sneaky one. How did you notice? Gaming studio is paying a lot of attention. Let me think about it, chat. So we're not holding anything, but the item slot we're hovering has an item, and we're right-clicking. We have two options. If the item slot count is, if the item slot count is, how much time do we have? We have half an hour. If the count is 1, if it's greater than 1, and else, we just swap them. We just swap them. If it's greater than 1, we need to split them up. We need to split them. How are we going to do that? The ID will be item slot ID, and the count will be item slot count divided by 2. No, it will be int initial count will be item slot count, and item slot count equals initial count divided by 2, and we floor it. And here for our items, it will be initial count minus item slot count. Like this, chat. Perfect. This is when we split them, else we pick them up. Okay. Now else if we are holding an item, if we're holding an item, what's the other case? What's the other case? We're holding an item and below us. Bro, how are you so annoying, man? Bro, get away from me. Okay, so we're holding an item. We're holding an item. Let's have items decrease count. Let's have a decrease count function. Item slot void decrease count. Right? Or set count int new count, because we're copy pasting the same stuff, man. We'll do count equals or no, it will be update at how should we do it? I don't want to directly change it because we'll need, if we want to just decrease it by 1. Okay, let's do decrease it count. If I do set count and if I want to do it -1, I'll have to do the current amount -1, which is annoying. Let's have two functions, set count and decrease count. Set count -1. And here it will be new count. And if count is, if it's less than or equal than 0, ID equals invalid ID. Like this. Pop. Brother. Pop. That's interesting. Pop. Thank you, man. That's very helpful. Okay, so now what? Now, now, when we hold the item, we want to just pop and to okay, if we're holding an item, here we'll do if now we need to pop for sure. Let's do ID item hold ID equals like this. So we'll do a pop. We'll decrease the amount we're holding. We'll pop. And if the current item slot is empty, we'll do item slot ID equals item hold ID. And we'll do item slot count equals 1. Else if is the same ID. If it's the same ID, What if it's the maximum? What if it's 64 of the same type? I think it will just swap it. If it's the same ID, if it's the same ID, and item slot count is less than maximum count. Item slot max count. If it's less than the max count, we'll do item slot count plus plus. Oof. Else if oh my god. Here if it's the swap. Wait a minute. If it's invalid. Okay, if it's maximum count. If it's the maximum count, we'll swap them. We'll do a swap. If it's maximum count. Else if it's not the item hold. If it's not the item hold, we'll also do a swap. Bro, this should be everything, man. Let's test it out. Okay, so bro, why did the left click split them and not well? Bro, that's so confusing. On right click, on left click. What's the issue? We UI. Let's go to the. How much time do we have? 3 minutes. Let's go to the UI layer. Oh, brother. We both left click and right click. We need to do it differently. If right click, if we press the right. Right. Let's run this chat. My first live. What's up, man? Okay, let's test it out. Okay, chat. Right click. Perfect. Done. When we, brother, when we left click, if they're the same ID and we left click, we need to combine them. When we left click. We need to combine them. And let's start the inventory with items. Let's start up with items, chat, so we can debug faster. How are we going to do that? Push to inventory. Going to do that. add item to inventory. Yeah, let's add item to inventory. On attach. On attach. Here. Let's add grass block and of count 64. And let's add stone, etc. Let's add diamond sword. Count of 1. What's the issue? Need to sit down. We're in an infinite loop. No, we shouldn't be. We should not be in an infinite loop. Yeah, this console was stuck. We should be, yeah, we're starting out with items. Oh, it didn't add the diamond sword. It added the wheat block for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I know. Wait. Okay, 5-minute timer, I'm yours, chat. Ask me whatever you want. We have 5 minutes. Ask me whatever you want, chat. Both need right click. You mean creative inventory? For now, I'm not giving creative inventory right click. We'll figure it out. For now, it's fine. We don't need right click. The focus is on survival. We'll see. Chat, ask me anything you want, chat. How long have you been working on this project for? 3 months and 1 week. 17th of May, we started. It has been 3 months and 1 week. Delete the health and hunger in creative. I have computer science degree, bachelor's. But I much would rather have just started this clone. What a waste of time. It's good to have a degree if you want to have a job. It's good to have a degree. Remove health and hunger in creative. If you want to make YouTube videos, you don't need the degree. If you want to find a job, you definitely need a degree. Because it will help you out to get the interview. But it will help you out for them to give you any attention and to land an interview. But to finish the interview, to get through the interview successfully, you need skills. It doesn't matter if you're from Harvard or from Stanford. If you don't have anything in the brain, you will not pass the interview. I found it the difficult way. The degree gets you the interview. What you have in the brain gets you the job. What is purpose of doing this? To learn how to make games. Do you intend? But the only problem is I'm not learning how to make original game, how to think of an original game. That's what I'm not learning. I'm locked in on just learning how to make a game, not how to think of an original game. Because the process would be boring for me, trying to think of an original game. Like I will just spend all of my time brainstorming ideas and my skills are lacking. I don't have any skills. And most of the time will be spent like having difficulty brainstorming an original game because my skills are extremely limited. And so I thought to myself, I just lock in, improve my skills by making a Minecraft clone, and as well, I'll have a good base to step on for making a voxel game. I'll just remove the Minecraft stuff. And we'll just have to think of an original game that's a voxel world. And we'll be using a lot of the techniques we've learned making the Minecraft clone. I'm intending to add only features that are in Minecraft. How did you implement block collision? I'm just using AABB. It's just that. So you don't have rotations. That's the only limitation, but it's fine since Minecraft has the same limitation as well. Maybe there are some good resources examples. His collisions kind of buggy. Yeah, my collisions are not kind of buggy, but very buggy. You will be this clone when you're done. Make a video like the last Java clone. Yeah, once the clone is done, we can do surviving 100 days. We can do every popular Minecraft video we can do in our clone once it's done. That would be interesting. And everybody that has made challenges in Minecraft, they can try to beat my clone, the same challenges. They can reuse what's popular for Minecraft, and just doing it in my clone will make it a little bit fresh, let's say. But the only question is how the distribution will happen. Like maybe at the very end, when we're done with this, we'll just risk it and release it without the Minecraft assets. Just the executable. Chat, 10 seconds, ask me anything. One last question, chat. One last question. Until we lock in. 5. You remember Phoenix video. Bro, how can I forget? How can I forget, chat? That was a legendary video. Okay, one last question. Oh, no. No question. No question. 25 minutes, lock in. Let's lock in, chat. So we want, when we left click, to combine them, to not always swap them. We need to be able to combine them. That's what we want. Okay, so currently, like, we implemented the block breaking animation. And right now we're trying to have the inventory crafting. In order to have it, we have to place with right click. We have it, but it's not polished, so we need to fix a few things. We want to be able to combine all of these ones. We need to be able to combine them. Let me think about it. You can also left click. You can left click drag, bro. We're not adding left click drag for sure. Let me think about it. Left click. Let's do left click. We can easily do it by checking the same way we check if we're hovering, to check if we're holding left click. And if we're holding left click and we have an item and we're hovering an item slot, to execute only once the right click and to lock up the item slot to be read only until we release the left click or like right click, etc. Something like that. We can make it, but not a priority. I have an idea, but it's not a priority. Let's fix up the left click. Item slot. GUI. On left click here. If the current item we're hovering is the same item as the one we're holding, maybe this same stuff be here. So if the item we are hovering is empty, we can just swap them. We can just swap. If the current item we are hovering is the same ID and it has a bit of room, it needs to have the same room as we are trying to add. Int item hold count equals counts. Here initial item hold ID. We want here if the item slot count plus initial item hold count. If it's less than if it's less than or equal than the maximum. To do item slot count plus equals initial item hold count and here set count to be 0. Set count to be 0. Right? What happens if it's almost there? What happens if it's almost there? Brother. If it's almost there. Oh. It will just add however much it needs with left click. Interesting. Yeah, it just adds however much it needs. Think about it. And here, if initial item hold ID is invalid, ID, we return. If they are the same ID and the item slot count is less than the maximum, we'll add the initial count. We will, and what are we going to do? And if it's higher than 64, if item slot count, if it's higher than item slot max count, if it's higher than the maximum count, we'll do item int remain the we'll do here set count will be item it will be 64 minus it will be item slot max count minus item slot count, and item slot count equals item slot max count. And here we'll do else 0. If it's the
Hey, been lurking in your streams for a while now. It's my first day at my game dev college course tomorrow. Your streams have been a huge inspiration.
Thank you, man. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Now, even hearted. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's my first day at my game dev college course tomorrow. Hopefully, you learn a lot and you make friends. I appreciate it, man. And what now, chat? What now? Let me think about it. Let me think about it. If the IDs are the same, and item count equals the maximum for the item we are hovering, what do we want to do? Nothing, right? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We don't want to do anything. If they are different items, we need to swap them. If they are different items. Okay, this should be for the left click. Let's test it out. And we have 9 minutes. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay. Oh. If we're not holding anything, we swap them. We're not holding anything. Okay, let's test this. Okay. We can pick them up. We can pick them up like this. And with right click, we can place. And with left click, okay, we combine them. And here we add them up. And here if we have 63 and we have 64, let's say if we have 3 and we try to add them here. So we need to be left over with how many? 2. It just disappeared. It just disappeared. When is this? Here when the IDs are the same and if the count is less than the maximum, we add however much we have currently. Sure. And we set the current amount to be. Oh, it needs to be the opposite. Needs to be the opposite. This should fix it. Okay. Here we have 3 items. We combine them with 62. We should be left over with 1 item. Yeah, we're left over with 1 items. Nice. And if we right click here, we replace them. Right click now. We add 1. Yeah, we replace. Else we add. Nice. Nice. And what now? What now? Now, oh, the split 31-31. Nice. And if it's an even number, let's say if it's 3, 2 and 1, perfect. Okay, we can even split them up, chat. Do we add to when we double click to get all of them? Do we add that? What if we have... Oh, it creates a stack. Interesting. It creates a stack. And what if we have here one? Does it prioritize it? Yeah, it prioritizes it. What if it's here like this? And here like this? Oh, it just starts from the top left and it goes through all of them, and that's how it gets them. But this is a double click. I don't think we can do double click. Does Relief support double click? Double? No. Relief, double. Oh, we need to just check when the left mouse button is pressed. And so to have a timer, if pretty soon we click again, this is a double click. Minecraft uses something similar, forgot which one. Gesture, double tap. Let's look at double tap. But this is for... What's this for? Double click. How do they do double click? Yeah, we need to implement it ourselves. So when we left click, to wait a little bit of time, just to see if there is another click. If there isn't another click, to just issue a regular left click. Can we do double click, chat? Can we do double click? Let's save the current progress. What did we do? Done. We have, yeah, right click item placement. It was more than that. A lot more than that. Right click item placement in inventory and improved left click. Okay. Can we do double left click? Double left, double left, double left. We can check the last time we left clicked. Okay, let's do it quickly. UI. Float last time left click. Sure. And do equal 0. And when we left click, I think probably it would be best to be like, it's a bit of a problem because sure it can be double click, but at which position? It's fine. Yeah, we can do just when we left click to store the time we left clicked, and when we left clicked again to check with the last time we left click, and to compare both. If enough time has passed, it will be a double click. But we need to constantly be checking this. If too much time has passed and we haven't left click, to issue just a left click. Let's summarize, chat. Let's summarize. What we did today is we fixed this block breaking animation. It's finally working. Look at how the texture, we focus mainly on the texture. It's just like in Minecraft. Not only that, It works for complicated meshes like the anvil. It works for the anvil. The texture is stretched, but it's not a priority right now. We can fix it, but I rather spend the time on other features. The next thing we focused on is crafting. So survival. We focused on crafting where we prioritize the inventory crafting. And in order to use it, we had to do the on right click. So we did the on right click in the UI. And also we support left clicking to combine them. And when we right click on a stack, it splits them. And we can combine them again, etc. And here they swap, etc. So like in next stream we could do the crafting chat. Next stream we can do crafting. So that's it, chat. That's it. We'll end it here. And tomorrow probably we'll do crafting. We'll see. Probably crafting tomorrow. That's it, guys. So bye, chat. We will see each other tomorrow.